Hello everyone, Teeny here. I hope you're having a great day. I have two fun Christmas cards for Christmas in July. Today we're using some Spellbinders products and the Betterpress system. The cards today that I'm making could be easily turned into just tags. Because basically all we're doing is creating a really fancy tag and putting it on a card. So you don't have to put it on the card base if you don't want to. I'm going to be using the brand new from Spellbinders. This is the Copperplate gift tag, press plate, and die set. This is part of the Copperplate collection, I believe, over at Spellbinders. But it has the two in the from, and then you have this real pretty tag. And then you have some holly. We're not going to use the holly today, but it does have a coordinating die. We're just going to use the to and from and the tag in this set. I'm breaking out my Betterpress since the to and from are Letterpress. We're also going to be using some Betterpress inks. Actually, I'm just going to be using the strawberry for today's card. Now, to pretty up my tags, I'm using a die set from Spellbinders called the Poinsettia Spray. And we're basically just going to die cut out some poinsettias in one spray, and then I'm going to cut it in half for both of my cards. So 2 for 1 with this die set. But isn't that so pretty? I love the little buds in here too. They're all layerable, and even the holly are layerable too. So we're going to use this, and then I do like to add a little bit of sweetness to my tags. So I'm bringing in an oldie but goodie. This is the Spellbinders Christmas Wonder die set. I created a card or some mini note cards with this, meant to go with the envelope of Wonder. I'll leave the video at the end where you can check it out. But this set was the Christmas Wonder, and it has a little bit of Christmas everything in here. But I'm partial to the candies, and I'm partial to Gingerbread Man here. For my backgrounds for my cards today, we are using an embossing folder. This is the Origami embossing folder. I'm not sure if Spellbinders has this or not. If they do, I'll link it. But really, for today's card, any kind of background embossing folder would work. And then I'm also going to be using the Simon Hurley Candy Stripes die. You die cut this out. You could actually create a plaid, but we're just going to go for the candy stripes for today. And I'm going to die cut this out with red cardstock for my backgrounds. The backgrounds are very easy, and actually the cards are pretty easy too. But if you don't have this die, nice thing is you can use some thin stripes on your background or some stripe pattern paper. That would work too. But if you don't even want to make a card, the tags are pretty. So we have options today. Let's start by doing some letterpressing. And I thought we would press with some colored inks. This set here is the Flower Garden Betterpress inks. But you know, Betterpress also works with dye-based inks. So let's go ahead and die cut some tags. Now I'm going to create 2 tags today, but I'm going to die cut out 3 because one of them I'm going to use as a template. So we have 3 tags. And I want to off the bat apologize for the lighting. Middle of summer, but we've had some stormy weather, so it's kind of dreary in the craft room today. So I'm using artificial light, so it might be a little bit dark. But hopefully we have some sunshiny days pretty soon. So here's my 3 tags, and what we're going to do is use one as a template. And I'm using some heavyweight cardstock. Cotton cardstock panels are typically thicker, so I think I can get away with this. So what I'm gonna do is tack this down using my tape runner. Just a little bit of adhesive. Okay, and actually I have acetate under here. You could actually slide it under here so it doesn't go anywhere. Let's try that. Let's just slide it under the acetate, or you could tack it down, either way, okay? And then we have our to and from, and I have some inky fingers. We're going to arrange them on this template to the left because I want them on the right of my tag. And I'm going to space them a little bit apart because I want room to write the recipient's name. Now I think that's a good spot. Okay, we're going to take another tag. I'm going to flip it to the reverse side. I'm going to add just a little bit of adhesive here, maybe a little more. Okay, and then I'm going to line it up And then I'll take my top plate and we'll just place it on the platform, and then I'm going to press, and then this way I know it's perfectly positioned. Okay, let's ink up our to and from with strawberry ink. Just add a little ink, and I can adjust it if I want. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe away the excess here. Okay, so we have 2 tags, and then I can just lift up my acetate, and I have the acetate just taped down with some Scotch tape, and we can actually use this for a template. I'll keep this with my press plate, and that's all the better pressing we're going to do today. So we'll put this off to the side. Now I do like to add eyelets to my tag, so we're going to do that first off. I'm going to add pink eyelets to both of these, and this set here I picked up on Amazon, and I'll link it down below. It has a lot of nice eyelets, and it works really well with the Crop-A-Dile. People ask what gadget this is. This is a We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile, and it works really good. So I just layer them here, and I secure it. This is the back side. I'll do the same with this one. Okay. Let's put our inks off to the side. For my flourish, what we're going to do is bring in some colored cardstock. I have some pinks and some greens, because the holly here is layering, but we're going to die cut out this holly sprig and some poinsettias. We're just going to mix and match some darker leaves here. There's even some flower buds that I'm going to die cut out with this one here. And then we have some large holly and small holly. We'll die cut out. The flower buds are layering too. The background I want white, and then the top piece I'm going to go for my darker pink. And then we have flower centers. We'll die cut out with yellow. And I'm going to die cut out a couple sets of the poinsettias here. Okay, and then I already created my candy and my gingerbread, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm going to run these through my die cut machine, and I will be right back. Okay, this is my gingerbread. Now I did a little trick with the gingerbread. I added some of my dimensional dots over the buttons of my gingerbread, but these little pink cheeks are actually the gingerbread's eyes. I'm picky about my gingerbread, and so I like the gingerbread eyes to be closer towards the top. So I just use some black onyx color essential gems for the eyes and turn these eyes into cheeks. It worked out really good. So that's my gingerbread. I already popped it up with foam tape. Okay, and then this is the candy that we created. I already created my flowers. To do it, it's really easy. You just take your 2 pieces, add a little glue to the center, and then just overlap them, and you create your poinsettia. And then you can add a little dot of glue in the center, and you can add your poinsettia center here. There's different sizes. You could use big or small, but that's what I did here with my 3 different pinks. We'll add a flower center here too. And I did ink up the edges on, I did some white poinsettias too. We may not use the white ones, but I added a little bit of ink, just using my finger daubers, the ink that was left over. I'm going to show you the back. Basically, I separated this little cluster here and then trimmed it right here. So we have two different pieces. And instead of, there are sections on here where you can add the circles, where you would add the poinsettias, but I thought we would just add some extra holly leaves to these. That way we can cover up the cut line. You see here? So basically I'm customizing one floral spray into two. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these and we're going to add glue behind those holly leaves. Some of them are going to overhang and that's okay. And then I'm just going to tack it down. And this one I'm going to add a couple of these extra sprigs to kind of fill it in. This one I'm going to add the flower buds that we cut apart to this bottom section. For this one I'm going to use my candy. So we're going to add candy and fill in flowers around it. Okay, I have some ribbon here. I have Spellbinders hemp cord. And then I also have some of the VIVANT ribbon, the thinner ribbon. And I'm going to double up. Let's see. We'll trim this. And I thought we would double up and tie a bow with it. So I'll just put it through here. I have an embossed background. This is with Spellbinders Pink Sand. Add some tape behind here. We'll tack it to the front of our card base. And just to do something extra special with this, I'm going to bring in my blending brush and some pink ink. Let's add a little shading with Sparkling Rose. Let me bring in my craft mat around the edges here. Wonderful. And then I'll take my tag with the gingerbread. I'm just going to flip it over and put some foam tape behind here. I'm going to tack it right down. We'll add this to the center. Look how cute that is. And then we can take both of these and just tie a bow with it. And that finishes that one. So let's take another card base, but this time I'm going to use Simon Hurley's Candy Stripes background. And I'm going to die cut out some stripes with red cardstock. I'll be right back. I thought it'd go really good with those little peppermint or those little Christmas candies. We're just going to tack this down. I have all those shreds. You can tell it's time to change my cutting plates. When you have a pretty tag like this, the backgrounds really don't take much. I put foam tape behind this tag, and then this is going to go in the center also. Okay, and then we'll tie a bow with these. And I just tucked the hemp cord underneath the tag there. And that will finish that card. And that will finish off my card projects for today. Some tags that could be turned into cards, or for some cards that could be turned into tags. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.